What's up, Makalera? Sati out here in Singapore. And as always, thank you so much for joining into the Night Owl podcast. You guys, I was really thinking about what it means to be in a relationship with somebody. And my brother and I got to talking, and he kind of told me off about some things because he keeps saying, it's give and take, give and take. And I suddenly hit me, no, it's not give and take. You don't take, it's give and learn to receive. And that's the part that kind of hit me today. So I want to talk about that if you don't mind. So obviously we know how to give love. We know how to show love. I've talked, till I was blue in the face about the fact that there are 5 love languages and how do you show love and what do you like to show love, and how do you like to receive love? What is it that makes you feel loved and appreciated and seen and all of those things, right? But when we talk about a relationship, we talk about, it has to be a give and take. It has to be like a push and pull kind of dynamic, but that's not what it should be. I would like to redefine it as give and receive. I know how to give. I love to give. I would rather be on the giving end because I am afraid that no one is willing to give to me. So when they give to me, I should be a gracious receiver. And that's the part I'm having trouble with. A lot of times I'm not sure if I can trust the people who are trying to show me love. I don't know if I can trust the people who are hanging around me at the moment and seem to be nice and seem to be loyal and seem to actually enjoy my company. And I'm not sure if I know how to receive very well because so many times in the past, and yes, this comes from childhood. It is a childhood trauma that I'm trying to work through. I have had people give to me what they think is love, and it didn't feel like love to me. And so in an effort not to upset them or hurt their feelings or to make them feel like they have been rejected, I will normally smile and nod, okay, thank you, and leave it as that. But in those relationships where it's not like, okay, I see you one time and you leave, it's the relationships where I see you and I see you and I see you because we're in the same house, or we see each other guaranteed every day because we're in the same school or something like that. I am at a loss for words sometimes when they do something that does not feel like love to me, and I don't know how to correct it or receive it or accept it as what it is. I remember when I was getting ready to be married. It was terrible. It was a wedding where my dad had invited our entire family from Canada. They came down and everything. And his advice to me at the time was, don't get mad if the person who loves you doesn't love you the way you want them to. It doesn't mean that they're not loving you with all they have. Now, I understand that, right? But the way he said it was almost like turn the other cheek and just, brush it aside because that's all they can do. Instead, what I would like to amend to that statement is, okay, fine, maybe they love you with all they have and that's not up to your standards, but that doesn't mean that they might not meet your standard if you just let them know what your standard was. But for that to happen, you need to know what you like. And for the majority of my life, I have been told what I should like, and I've been shown what I should like and how I should dress and how I should be and how I should behave, all of those things, right? So it wasn't until I finally got my divorce, moved back home to Singapore, tail tucked between my legs like some coward or whatever. I felt like that, okay? I'm not a coward, but I felt like a coward because I ran home with baby girl tucked under my armpit, basically. And when I got here, it was like, okay, I can't stand to be by myself. I'm so used to taking care of a family of 5, running my own household. Here I'm back in my mom's house, and I don't know how to manage, living by her rules again, right? Adhering to there was a curfew. Dude, I was 30 something years old, and here I am with a damn curfew. Like, what am I doing, really? Okay, and I felt really out of place, and I really wanted to rebel again, but I didn't have the time or the patience or the energy, to be honest. So here I was trying to discover again what I like, who I am, what I can endure, right? What makes me me. And here I was redefining myself and it felt good. But I also know that there is a big opportunity, okay? And I'm going to say opportunity because it's not meant to be a bad thing. It's supposed to be a good thing. But there's a big opportunity for me to possibly get into another relationship. And I could repeat all of my history all over again and build the same house that I just came from because I'm still carrying all those bricks. Or I could notice as things progress and realize that there are some times that I don't know how to receive love. I know how to give it. I know how to pay attention to you. I know how to listen to everything you say. I know how to, take inventory of everything you've ever told me that hurts you, everything you ever told me that you love, and I know how to anticipate. I love anticipating needs. It's the reason I thrived in hospitality, y'all, okay? I know how to give love. Okay, I'm tooting my own horn, but I think I know how to give love. But I have some trouble receiving. And I think it's a cultural thing that we don't actually learn to receive love very well. There could be somebody with the best of intentions for you, and the way they give you that love, you're not able to decipher because they're coming at it with their trauma as well, which is normal, right? Everyone comes in with their own baggage. But if you don't take the time to unpack that and understand where it is that they're coming from, if they mean to show you love, it's going to come off as, oh my God, I'm offended by the things you say, the way you say it, not realizing that, no, this is meant to be a good thing. I actually really love you and I really, really want you to succeed. So I'm going to do this for you. A lot of us get really, really threatened by people pushing on our boundaries, by people chasing us out of our comfort zones and expecting for us to be able to do more than we've been doing all this time. We tend to take offense as if like, oh, are you trying to tell me that I'm not good enough the way I am? Are you trying to change me? Like, what are you trying to do? But there are those moments where you know deep down what they're trying to get you to do is something you wanted for a long time. It's just the way they're trying to get you to do it is a little bit uncomfortable, is a little bit strange, it's a little bit scary. And so maybe you fight it at the time. I'll give you an example. There was once upon a time where with my ex-husband, he thought it was going to be, his privilege to dress me up and send me out into the world the way he thought I should look. Now, his idea of fashion and my idea of fashion, not the same. But I let him try, okay? But the thing is, I was so uncomfortable that it didn't look good on me because I didn't carry myself the way I would have if I thought I was beautiful. There's a different posture. You know this. You're going to make eye contact with the people you come across. You're going to walk with confident, long strides. You're going to strut a little bit because you feel good, right? But if you don't feel good, what are you going to do? You're going to look at your damn shoes. You're going to look at every crack in the pavement. You're going to be slouched over a little bit. You're going to take small steps. You might be a little wobbly on your feet because you're just not comfortable. That's not your jam. That's not your zone, right? So I did not realize that was his way of trying to show me that he wanted to dress me up in a different way or whatever. But I'm not anybody's doll either. And I felt kind of uncomfortable and I didn't know how to say it. So what ended up happening? I had a long face and that started an argument. And then he just gave up. He was like, fuck it. I'm not going to do this with you anymore. Because he was offended. He was upset. He felt hurt. He felt rejected. But that's not what I meant. I just didn't feel comfortable. And a lot of people don't have the patience to teach you how to receive love. And that is the problem here. A lot of us are not patient. A lot of us get offended right away. We want to fight. We want to, push people away. We want to like, you know what, shut it down, call it quits, just, pack it up and take it home because I'm done with all this. I don't need any of this. But in a relationship, it is about give and receive. And you need to know the other person as much as you know what to do to pick their spirits up and feed them their favorite foods and, do little things, acts of kindness around the house that make them show that they're loved and thought of all the time, like calling in, checking in, all that stuff, right? As much as you can do all those things, how is it possible that we don't take the other side of that information, which also shows us how do they like to show love? How do they like to show that they care? What do they say or do that does make you feel good? We tend to focus on all the negative. I mean, come on, it starts with school. Everything they point out is everything that you've made a mistake on, where you lost points, where you missed mistakes, where you could have made an A but you made a B instead. Why didn't you make a B? I mean, why wasn't it better? It's always what you're missing, right? So we have a tendency to do that in relationships as well, which is very, very derogatory and very, very destructive. But monkey see, monkey do. This is what we know, so we do what we know until somebody shows us there's a better way to do it. So here I am, fumbling in the dark, trying to show people that there's a better way to do things because I want a better way to do things. I want to learn that there's a better way to do things as well. So, I don't know about you, but I'm going to challenge this idea that it's a give and take because to me, take seems like you're just going to take without permission. You're going to take, it seems forceful to me. It doesn't seem very loving at all. But give and receive, I totally get. If I were to give you a gift and you were able to receive it graciously and tell me, hey, you know what? I really love that you thought of this, but going forward, maybe don't spend the money on this instead. I would prefer that instead. That would be a teaching moment, and I appreciate that. But when it comes to giving and receiving love, we tend to get a little more personal. We tend to take things a little more personally. We tend to take things as, we're taking it to heart. We are affected by the reception, the description, the way people look when we give them things. So what does that tell you? Because to me, that tells me there's not enough communication for you to know exactly what I like and what I don't like. And that could be twofold. It could be that you're not comfortable asking or you don't understand how to interpret, or I'm not comfortable telling you because I'm keeping my guard up as well. And honestly, I'm the latter. I have trouble telling people what I like and what I don't like because I feel like that's for me. And if I like something, I know that I like something. And if I don't like something, I know that I don't like something. And I don't want to say it out loud because I don't want to offend anybody. I want to, put somebody in their place or make them feel out of place or out of sorts or uncomfortable. I want people to be comfortable around me. But that also means at some point I'm going to have to drop my damn guard and allow people to see the real me and then decide if they actually like me or not. So, this kind of sounds like people pleasing, doesn't it? But I want to remind you guys, honestly, love is give and receive. As much as you like to show love, you should be able to graciously receive love as well. And if you feel like somebody got it wrong when they're trying to show you love, then you need to open up and be able to speak more, to explain more, to help people understand more about you. Now, if you want some help with that, you know where your girl is. You can DM me and we'll talk about it a little bit. But in the meantime, I think that this is a more comfortable concept when it comes to relationships. So I am adopting this concept. I am choosing to believe this instead because it makes me feel more empowered, like there's more hope for love and more hope for me to mend anything that might have been taken personally and may have been taken as rejection, so that people know that, look, I do love you and I do care about you guys and I want all of my relationships to succeed. And I know not all of them are meant to, but in the meantime, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best to open up and be available and create space enough for me to receive. Because as much as I would like to give, I would also like to receive. I'm going to be honest, I would like to receive, but that also means that I need to be in a place where I am able to receive and do it graciously so. So, I don't know. Drop some comments. Let me know what you think. And I don't know. I really like this concept. Give and take versus give and receive. I like give and receive better. What do you think? All right, you guys. I'll catch you later. Bye.